Welcome to Talking Business. I'm your host, Darcey Edwards with Queen Bee Leadership Training. Talking Business is just that. We are talking business with business leaders, leaders in the community, and those who change their communities with entrepreneurship. This podcast is presented by Xpose Hope as a thank you to the business community. Catch us on all the platforms. Find us, follow us, and review us. Hi, this is Talking Business with Darcey Edwards, and today our guest is Adebola with not one company. He's got two. He's kind of a baller. So he's got Guyz and Rush Bowls. Welcome. We're so glad that you're here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'm surprised you have time to get here because you're crushing it and everything else. So what made you decide to do two businesses? Like, how did that come about, that decision to, okay, I'm just going to do two. I can help it.
But besides the fact that I'm somewhat half crazy.
You gotta be a little crazy to do a business, and so that's actually par for the course.
I found is that both businesses kind of tie into each other. So with Guyz, the reason I started Guyz is because a lot of people are too busy to get to the gym or don't want to go to the gym for any reason, and we're bringing the workouts to them, so we're saving them time. But one of the biggest parts about fitness is health and fitness is nutrition.
Right.
And the same people have the same excuses, right? I'm too busy. I've got to take my kids to soccer practice, dance recital, gymnastics practice. I work all the time. So, and there's not a lot of healthy options of what to eat when you're on the go.
Absolutely.
And so Rush Bowls complements that as well. So.
Absolutely. Can you describe kind of what Rush Bowls are?
Yeah.
So that people who don't know.
Yep. Yeah. So.
In Tanasbourne.
So Rush Bowls, it's located at the streets of Tanasbourne. But a Rush Bowl is a fruit bowl. So we make acai bowls.
Yes.
That's our main product. So acai is a berry. It's full of antioxidants. So we take that, blend it with other fruits and vegetables, and then top it with organic granola. So it's like a healthy meal on the go. So all the meals are nutritious yet delicious.
Yay. And they are. Oh my gosh. So you cater too. Just like most people don't know that, but he catered an event for me and it was phenomenal. Perfectly. I mean, everybody loved it. It was so good. And I get catering a lot. And so that was actually helpful to say, oh my gosh, it's healthy and you can have it and not feel guilty.
Exactly.
So on the Guyz one, you alluded to it that you go to people's homes and train them.
Yep.
So with COVID, how did that actually like kind of boost your business like a little bit just because of the fact that people were trapped at home and they still...
Yeah, so COVID was actually interesting for us. It was kind of a crazy ride.
Sure.
So the first quarter, when everything was shut down, so it was like Q2 of 20, a lot of people didn't even want us. They weren't even picking up our calls, like existing clients. They weren't even.
Right.
They didn't want anyone in their homes because everybody was so scared. They didn't know what was going on. So we actually pivoted and started doing virtual training.
Yes.
And so with virtual training, that's still true live one-on-one training, but we do it over Zoom or FaceTime or any kind of video call platform. But the trainer can see the client can see the trainer. It's pretty much like they're in person, except that there's no physical contact,
which
was great for COVID. And so we kind of pivoted and started doing a lot of virtual training. And then from Q3 20 on, in person just started picking back up, and now we can offer both.
Nice.
And so I would say long term, we probably did get some benefit out of COVID because now we can do both in person and virtual.
Right.
So there's really no excuse.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no excuse. And so, I mean, when you were growing up, you were like, oh, I think I want to have two businesses. So what, right?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
I mean, if you would ask me 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, if I'd ever be a business owner, I would say no. I'm an engineer by trade. I have a master's in engineering business, but I was an industrial engineer at Intel for 14 years. So I'm very technically driven. I'm data driven. And the whole business thing hit me later in life.
Really? What was kind of like, was there a catalyst for that caused, like, I might want to do this now?
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. So I left Intel in like 2016, I believe. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do next. So at Intel, I had actually started a group fitness program because we had the oldest population of any Intel campus. Yeah,
Yes.
because because of that, we had more issues with health issues, days away, injuries, things like that, and they were trying to figure out what they could do to
Oh,
help mitigate
interesting.
that. And so I had the idea, along with somebody else, to start a group fitness program, and that really just took off. People just saw the benefit of it. People got to get great workouts at work. Intel was covering the cost of it. They didn't have to go anywhere, so it was like
Wow.
a win-win-win for everybody. And after I left Intel, no one, when I ran into people, no one was ever like, oh, we miss those spreadsheets you used to do or that data analysis you used to did. No, they're always like, we miss the group fitness workouts that you used to run.
Wow. Okay, so they didn't keep it.
What was that?
They didn't keep it.
They tried to keep it, but it was just different.
Right.
Yeah. So it was just different. And I was kind of the face of it. So, I mean, I think that's what they missed about me the most.
Right.
But I really just realized that I have a passion to help people change their lives,
Yeah.
and I already knew I had a passion for health and fitness, and with Gym Guyz, really doing both. So that's kind of that's why I picked Gym Guyz, and I just had some life changes that happened during that year, where I needed to be there more for my kids. They're teenagers at the time. They had lost their mom and everything like that.
Wow. Yeah.
And so I instead of going back to a corporate job, I decided to go into business for myself where I could be more flexible.
How flexible. And what did we learn? Never mind. Kids? What kids?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
But at least I could be home, or I could
Yeah,
take
right.
them the stuff that they needed to take into. Or, I
Right.
still worked a lot of hours, but I could adjust the hours to when I needed
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it worked out for your family.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you starting this business and working in people with their fitness and their health, why don't you share how often are people business owners that are your clients? I'm guessing not very many, just because of the fact that we're so busy, we have a tendency not to do that. So what's your advice for people who are killing it to not kill it?
So you'd be surprised. Actually, a lot of our clients, Gym Guyz clients, are business owners or lawyers or physicians or people that you think about are really busy, real estate agents, because they don't have time to go to the gym.
Right.
Because think about it, an hour workout's going to take 2 by the time traffic, driving, crowded gyms. You don't know what equipment to use.
Yes.
We're coming to you. You don't have to do any of that. So we're saving. So our biggest clients are clients that are too busy to go to the gym, and then
Right.
obviously people that don't want to go to the gym. So for people that are too busy, besides calling us, just try to fit in like a little 20-minute workout wherever you can in your day, because everyone can fit in 20 minutes in their day, no matter
Right.
what you're doing, and that's just going to help you be healthier, to be able to be a stronger business owner or business leader going forward. So
I love it. So what's your plans for the future? Like, what are some of your goals that you have set for both of the businesses?
Yeah, great question. So with Gym Guyz, I really want to make it a household name in the
Nice.
Portland, Vancouver metro area. So I went, people think of, 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness or Orange Theory. But for in-home training, I want people to know there's in-home training, because that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I run into people like, oh, that's a great idea. So not enough people know about us. So I want Gym Guyz to be a household name and really just help make this area a healthier place. And then with Rush Bowls, we want to expand. We currently just have 1 location. Right now we're looking at the 2nd location. And the plan is to have 3 locations for Rush Bowls.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love it. I know you did share at one time that you go in and help seniors
Yeah. Yes.
in senior citizen facilities, and it really does help them.
Yep.
And so you are able to do that as well,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, we go to retirement communities, assisted living facilities. We have clients that we have stroke victims, clients in wheelchairs. We have paraplegics, seniors up into their 90s. So any kind of different client, we have different trainers that have kind of advanced certifications and have experience training those type of clients. And so we always match the right client, the right coach to the right client.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So with, I know I don't know if you've had this issue with, but I know a lot of other businesses is hiring people and keeping people. Right.
Yeah, that is our number one challenge for probably the last year, about the last 12 months or so, for both Gym Guyz and Rush Bowls. Just small businesses are just having a challenge hiring right now. But yeah, that's been our biggest challenge is, because we're trainers, we're only sending top-notch trainers.
Right.
So we have to thoroughly vet them, and the trainers we have are great. But just adding new staff, that's been a challenge. And then with rush bowls, just kind of the restaurant industry has a high turnover. So
Right.
Trying to keep people. We have a great staff now. They're pretty experienced, and they're really friendly. But every time we need to hire somebody else, that's definitely a challenge.
It is, and it's Do you see any end in sight for that?
I do not, but
You do not.
Hopefully.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're able to join us. So, what are some advice that you give people? Because your businesses are fairly newer, right? I would say.
Yeah, Guyz has been 5 years.
Okay.
And Rush Bowls, we've been open for about 2.5 years.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I like that. With that, what's your advice that you would give people that maybe are doing the grind? Maybe they are the engineer at Intel and they have something come up or whatever. What would be some of your advice of first things they should do if they decide to open a business?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the biggest thing is doing your research and planning. The planning piece is like, start saving up, start looking at different ways you can use your, you can fund your business. Like you can take your 401k and actually invest in your business. So like for instance, my 401k owns Guyz. So you can have different ways to fund your business that doesn't always have to be a loan. So look at that and then figure out like what you have a passion of doing, what your passionate is, and where there's a need, and try to fit those two together.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Catering is amazing. And so Rush Bowls is located at the streets of Tannisbourne. And Guyz is everywhere.
Yep, we come to you.
We come to you. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Betty Campbell, the founder and executive director of Xpose Hope, here with your Xpose Hope moment. So, we just signed and took possession of Kim's Place, our first house for trafficked women. This is a place that these women can come and they can live in peace and security while they change their lives. We're hoping that you'll help us. We have scholarships available where you can scholarship a girl for a month or a year in a room. We also have the opportunity for you to just give monthly in smaller amounts so that we can keep Kim's house going. What a change it's going to be. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to Talking Business, brought to you by Xpose Hope. We can be found on all of your favorite podcast platforms, YouTube, iTunes, all of them. Also, be sure to like us, share us, and leave a comment. Who do you want to hear from? We want to know.